Before you begin, find a safe and comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. For safety, do not listen to this recording whilst driving or operating machinery. Hi, I'm Matt, and I'll be your guide for this following period of meditation. Take a moment to make yourself comfortable. You may want to sit upright with the back straight, or if you're new to the practice, you may want to lie down, and whenever you're ready, bring the eyes to a gentle close. During times when we're experiencing anxiety or stress over upcoming engagements, it can be useful to bring ourselves back to the reality of our experience. And one way we can do this is by establishing a mindful awareness of the body, which can in turn relax the mind. And so I invite you to bring your attention to the soles of the feet and just start by noticing any sensations here. Maybe noticing some subtle tingling, or even just their contact with the surface or body parts upon which they rest. And gently guide the attention around the toes and over the tops of the feet, wrapping around the ankles, feeling through the shins and the calves. And as we emerge into the knees, we can sometimes feel a little tightness in the lower knees, a tightness which will dissolve on its own. And so we can just acknowledge it as we move into the tops of the thighs, feeling into the backs of the thighs, an area which holds the weight of the body here and on the glutes, stable and grounded, always. Checking in at the base of the spine, we can gently rise up into the lower back, maybe feeling a little tightness or aching running parallel to the spine. Perfectly normal. And we can rise up through the middle of the back, and just caressing this part of the body with a kind inner attention as we feel into the upper back, spreading the mind's eye like wings across the shoulder blades and wrapping around the tops of the shoulders. Maybe even feeling a little tightness here, which is perfectly natural, as we can often hold tension born of anxiety or stress here, maybe in the neck. We may even feel some tightness in the chest as we move our attention here. and just acknowledging the fact that this will change throughout the course of the practice. We can allow the inner gaze to melt through the chest and into the heart center as it drops down into the cavity of the torso, kindly acknowledging the work of the organs, and maybe even feeling the breath diving deep into the abdomen, expanding this area as it begins to assume its natural rhythm. Deepening of the breath, relaxing us from one moment to the next. We can come back into the area of the shoulders and just slowly drip down the arms, over the elbows, and into the forearms, wrists, and hands. And we may feel some perspiration in the palms. And I invite you to take a moment to adjust any parts of the body here, if you feel as though it would help you become more relaxed. We don't have to punish ourselves in meditation. We just find what works for us, which can be different at different times. As we come back into the neck and throat, we can glide the awareness around the jaw, over the lips, cheeks, over the bridge of the nose and the eyes, smoothing over the forehead very briefly, as we station our inner gaze at the crown of the head, and just take a second to check in with how we feel in this moment. Exam season is a time of considerable anxiety and stress for all of us. It doesn't matter how many of them we do, or how familiar we are with the process. They always seem to catch us off guard. No matter how much preparation we seem to do, we can still feel unprepared, maybe lacking in confidence, or maybe even slightly pessimistic. In the mind, these subconscious evaluations can manifest as a difficulty concentrating, maybe deliberating about the future, or even self-doubt. In the body, nerves can manifest as an increase in heart rate, maybe a slight shallowness of breath, or even headaches. And of course, there will be some subjects that don't worry us, challenges we almost relish to demonstrate our understanding. But there's always a couple which can and will unsettle us. When we experience these exam-related anxieties, it is important that we see our subjective experience of them for what it is. That is, the body and mind's way of preparing us for what we have deemed a survival situation. But this experience only exists within a very specific set of conditions. Conditions that convince us that the very long and unpredictable, diverse life that we will go on to live is defined by 1 or 2 hours relaying information from a book. And it may even feel counterintuitive to be here now. It may feel like we are wasting time when we could be studying or revising. But I invite you to ignore the logic for just a few minutes, and maybe even feel a sense of gratitude for making a wise choice to center yourself in reality. After all, these social constructions will never define our worth as kind, caring, compassionate, and loving human beings. We don't need to shut out the stress or the racing thoughts, but we can choose to watch them with a calm and kind mind. We can get to know the experience, reminding ourselves that it is natural and okay to feel how we feel. We can remember that the body and mind is merely giving us a small dose of discomfort to make the actual scenario a little more bearable. An act of kindness, if you will. So whether you are preparing for, in between, or anticipating an upcoming exam, give yourself permission to enjoy this space in the knowledge that by choosing calm, you inevitably create the best possible conditions for future success. Coming close to the end of the meditation period now, take a moment to check in with how you feel. Notice what has changed. Maybe noticing a change in perspective from just a short time ago. We don't need to label it or quantify anything. We can just feel and know. You will now hear the bell ring 3 times. And on the 3rd ringing of the bell, gently open the eyes and return to the room.